it's even impossible to get to be the same person doing everything. That is how come we have the teaching staff and non-teaching staff. Okay, it is now the turn of Thelma to also spend 8 good hours in Ahantaman Girls. Thelma is coming from Archbishop Potter Girls, and just like Vanessa has had her own experience, I went to the comment section and I saw over 240 comments, but I picked few. This one is coming from Danso Kofi James. During my PhD program in the US, my advisor used to tell me that I am arrogant, mostly after a meeting, and I will always feel bad because I thought he was killing the confidence in me. However, after watching the exchange program for Vanessa and Thelma, have been able to encode the rationale behind his comment. Both ladies showed a great level of sureness in their approach to their exploratory activities, but the tone and the body language of Thelma may have convinced people to describe her as arrogant. Here's what I also think. Well, this is how I see it. I think Thelma perhaps did not understand exactly why she went to the school. She didn't get the chance to understand the purpose. Now, even if she did, perhaps she could not bring herself into accepting that base purpose of why this exchange program existed in the first place, and which I'm going to use her word for it. All she constantly kept saying was that she was there to learn. Now, if she was there to learn, I didn't see her to be that person. I think she was there to rather teach. Imagine that you've been invited, okay, to visit someone. So you enter the friend's home and then you enter her apartment, and all you kept saying was pointing out certain things, and then almost like in comparison to what you know best in your home. That's the kind of message that sent isn't appealing. The way she carried herself in some regard was what probably it led to this. See, first of all, this girl is confident. She's outspoken, and that's good. For a student like herself, that is a very good quality. Now, it is very important to also find a perfect balance on when to share your knowledge or not. This is from Emanuela Johnson. Adu says, my time in Ahantaman Girls, we had elections and it was fun. We had cutbacks and don't know what changed. I liked how the HRM received Thelma. Very eloquent. Kind of understand Thelma because considering the fact that she's in an equally competitive girls' school, in all, I miss Hans, and God bless the brain behind all this. About the eloquence of the head girl, I personally enjoyed the conversation between Thelma and the head girl at the latter part of the video. It was so engaging. It felt like they were dialoguing so well. For her age, to be able to carry herself, no wonder she's the head girl of Ahantaman. Thelma engaged the head girl so well at the latter part of the video. And it's quite interesting, the fact that they don't elect, they nominate, or they select, or they appoint. That might be good, because if you're not, I mean, even though election and for democratic environment, yes, that's something that is encouraged. However, sometimes the bad side of it is that if you don't get the electorate to be objective in some decisions, they can tend to pick people that somehow might not be the good leaders they're hoping to get. Maybe that probably might have been the case of Ahantaman for why they had to choose this medium. Well done, HRM. The school head girl was professional and very nice to Thelma. Thelma's criticism was so much. How I wish she appreciated everything presented to her from Ahantaman Girls. This is an excellent initiative from High Schools Africa, and I love it. Yes. So yeah, again, it appears that she didn't appreciate it because then she went like her cup was already full. And you know, whenever in dealing with human beings, because I'm not the only human being existing, we are trying to coexist. And in coexisting, there's no way, it is not even realistic. And it is never possible for one person to know everything more than anyone else. You can know a lot of things, yes, but there's always someone out there who knows much more what you know. Of course, you find yourself teaching because in exchanging, it's more like you're exchanging your ideas. But in doing so, you must not forget the core reason. The core reason was actually to take from them, to learn from them, okay? But then you teaching them becomes just a plus, and it becomes a very minor thing. So it's more like you need to accommodate what's being given to you. And it doesn't mean you need to go home and practice it, all right? But so that as you give their culture that respect, Because definitely there must be a good reason why they did that. After all, this school has a whole administration on its own. Are you saying they didn't think through all of this? Yeah, so there must be a good reason. So it's for you to just appreciate and go back. Indirectly, what you are telling others is that, okay, you also come to my school and appreciate, because you obviously want others to appreciate your culture. So you want someone to appreciate your culture. Why are you not appreciating? Yes. Millicent Abakan, I can really relate with Thelma because I went to Holiko. You can't eat and leave the tables for someone's parents to clean. It's very disrespectful. Okay, yeah, I must say Catholics are strict on certain things. Of course, there's a positive side of this, and there can't be negative side. It all depends.
Even though they pay him, you don't expect him to come and clean for you after you have finished eating. He brings the food inside and takes it outside. You expect him to clean the table. Can I talk now? Yeah, talk. Any reason for them to stand outside and not come inside the dining hall?
They're
Because
not
my
just standing there. They're going to buy food.
come, you have dining hall perfect.
Yes.
How many?
3.
And then you are telling me this three cannot control the whole school to come for dining.
There's one thing having knowledge. Now, the ability to express and talk about that knowledge or to instill that knowledge at a particular point in time and how you do it is entirely a different thing. Because you can be so knowledgeable and nobody will listen to you, all because of the approach. I think the world itself is filled with someone's parents, or everything is being done by someone's parent. Everything, everywhere. And well, I can understand Thelma where she's coming from. The fact that, well, you do not have to eat for an elderly person to come and pick it up. Yes, that can easily be said. But we cannot ignore the environment that she finds herself. There's an institution that there's so many activities going on, all almost on a very short time frame. So it's almost like you cannot, it's even impossible to get to be the same person doing everything. That is how come we have the teaching staff and non-teaching staff. I get it. I mean, at home, yes, hey, you won't eat for your parent to pick it up. But if you put it like that, that becomes unfair because you definitely know that is not what was motivating that behavior. There's a fact that, yes, people are deliberately and directly employed for certain duties. So what happens when you go to a restaurant to buy food? When was the last time she went to a choba or went to a restaurant to order for food and after that had to clean her own bowls? She's sending a good message, I get it, but then the way she's sending it, in that same logic, it can be used against you. Mention one work on earth that is not serving humanity. Every work on earth is serving humanity. I feel like Thelma isn't arrogant. Instead, she's just trying to act according to the standard of her school. And yes, she's good with communication, but she doesn't seem open for one. I feel like she's to herself, but she gets interactive only when she's being engaged into a conversation. I wouldn't want to use the word arrogance. It might be too harsh. I wouldn't use that. I've been to restaurants where I had to place the napkin on my lap, but more often it was here. And especially for you as a female, because of your chest, okay, because of your breast, definitely there's a high chance. I'm not saying that it won't fall. Definitely, when it falls, it's going, yeah, vertically, but there's a high chance that it's actually going to hit your chest or your breast before it falls down. If you have to put it in your lap, yes, that's right for a reason. That's just up to you. I was disappointed when she didn't practice what she went there to see, which is putting it here. Because after you ate their food, even if you didn't like it, you ate it on the basis of respecting their culture. So I think you could have done the same. You're all talking about Thelma. The difference between A grade and B school was clearly shown. It's all add up to the training and discipline she has. You just can't keep quiet and watch things go wrong. I hope her hands can learn and upgrade their school. After all, this is what the initiative is about. Great job. Yes, so the initiative, yes, it's about learning. And that is exactly why it contradicts what Thelma was doing. Now, here's my general take on everything. The question I was asking myself is this: the high schools of Africa, how did they go about selecting the rep from various schools, Ahantaman and then Potters? For Vanessa, like I said on my previous video, I loved the choice and they should keep it up. But I cannot say the same thing for Thelma. The purpose of this exchange program, I believe, is so that we get to respect and get to appreciate the differences in our culture and behaviors in various schools. And so therefore, in doing so, we'll need a rep, someone to go and represent the schools. In learning, there will be a time where you have to share your experience, which will be an indirect teaching. Okay. in teaching them what you also know, you need to find a way to do it without disregarding their culture. I think the issue of the color at the dining hall where it became also an argument. Yes, color uniform is beautiful, but that does not mean anyone who is not doing color is bad. No. Because if with that same logic, are you saying that the school bags, your school backpacks, are they all in uniform? I do believe that there's beauty in everything. If you don't pay attention, you don't see beauty, you get to almost have problems with everything. Yes, when you see problems somewhere, and in most cases, you don't even, it's not a matter of even making noise about it with what you know. It's about finding reason why they do even the ugly thing. And then in that, you get to learn. Sometimes the indirect approach even works so effectively because they see you as that change. The high schools Africa should probably add orientation. Well, it probably might not come from them, but maybe they should maybe introduce that or to talk about it with the school authorities. If you love this video, you just have to go ahead and then subscribe because there are more coming. I'll be reviewing more videos coming from the high schools Africa. Let me also hear what you think about the review I just gave in the comment section. And it's been an honor having you here. Remember, thank you for watching. This is Jay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This is Jay Anderson. Thank you for watching. This is Jay Anderson's show. Thank you for watching. This is Jay Anderson show. Jay Anderson show. Thank you for watching. This is Jay Anderson. Got